Hello everybody, my name is Courtney Fall and I'm so happy that you are joining us because this is going to be a really good summer recipe. It's actually good for any time, but it's a cucumber lime dip. So if you don't like cucumber and you don't like lime, you might not like this, but you can always substitute. So you could do it, with other citrus and even another vegetable. So you're gonna need a cucumber, a lime, hence the cucumber lime. Oh, by the way, my name's Courtney Fall. I've been with Pampered Chef for 8 years, and I might have said that already. So, cucumber, lime, an onion. Now, I got this super jumbo onion. You don't need this much, but I'll show you what you do need. Garlic, and then you need a softened brick of cream cheese. So, first things first, I'm gonna take, now I've got the flexible cutting mat, which I love, and if you're like me and you like to coordinate, when I have my green cutting mat, I like to have my green knife. However, my favorite knife is the Forge cutlery knife. So this is our German steel, and our knives have a full tang, a lifetime warranty. They're super duper sharp, and they are just, the 5-inch utility is your all-purpose knife. So for all types of slicing and dicing, this is your long life, long-term knife. But if you just want more of a disposable knife, something that you want to throw in the dishwasher, it has an easy release, so your cheeses, your things are going to slide right off. It's a little bit less durable, but it matches the cutting mat. So how nice is that? So I'm going to use this one because I've already used it to chop up some cucumbers. So for the cucumber lime dip, you're gonna take your cucumber and cut off the ends. And this, our Forge cutlery collection is great if you have, any kind of wrist or hand issue, which I do, because you don't have to push as much because it's got a really good, handle and steel. So I'm gonna cut this in half. We'll use this later and wait till you see what we're gonna use that for. Then you're going to just cut it this way. And I'm going to use our Core & More. So this is restyled. It's a older product. It was in our outlet. I'm not sure if it is now. You have to check. But I love it because if you have it, this end takes the strawberries right out. The stem of the strawberries right out. But this side, you can scoop your melon. Or in this case, I'm just going to take an entire, take the seeds out because we don't want the seeds in our lime dip. Now, another thing is you can just use a measuring spoon, okay? Anything that you've got to just, the first one was more beautiful. There we go, to just scoop it out. But if you have the Core & More, or if it's still in the outlet, it's also nice to make little cucumber boats, different appetizers and things like that. So, put this aside. So then I'm just going to take this and I'm gonna cut it into strips, little chunks. This recipe is an older recipe. Actually, it was one of the first recipes that I did. Not the first, but one of the recipes that I did when I first became a consultant with Pampered Chef 8 years ago. And it was a recipe that I could make in front of people and I could make it live. And guess what? I still can. So hey, pretty cool, right? But it's very simple to demo. As you can see, demo to make. So it was a great new consultant recipe. And it's one of those recipes that I pull out of my back pocket every once in a while and I think, gosh, I used to make that. Let me make it again. So however you want to cut it, it says strips for the recipe, but you're going to take our manual food processor. And if you notice, remember I put half aside. Again, very fun what's going to happen next, so stay tuned. So I'm going to use the manual food processor. Now the manual food processor is great for just slicing and dicing like you're going to see tonight. And it's also great for, your salsas, your guacamole. Salsa has a lot of salt in it, but when you can control it and use the manual food processor to put in just the ingredients you want, forget about it. Our guacamole dip, I've got the guacamole in here and some guacamole seasoning that is new. And I actually had to buy about 5 last night. Well, not buy, but I ordered about 5 because my daughter loves it. So you've got that in there. Then you're gonna take your onion. Now this is a big jumbo onion, so I'm not gonna be using all of this, but I am gonna cut it in half. And what's nice about, See, I need my stronger knife for this one. What's nice about when you have a lot of something, you can, you know, like we always say, cook once, prep once, cook twice. I forget what it is, but I'll remember it after I turn off this video. Cook once, eat twice. But that's kind of the theory with this, because you're going to do all the prep if you have a larger onion, and then you can use it again, because who wants to chop up onions twice in a row? I know they hurt my eyes, and they're not really my favorite thing to chop. So I'm gonna get them right in the manual food processor, so I don't have to worry about it. It's got 3 cups, and once you put that lid on, there's no more crying. So I'm just gonna put, I mean, like I said, you're gonna just eyeball it, cut it, depending upon what kind of an onion person you are. If you don't want a lot of onions, you might, you know, just do a half. And again, it says a half an onion, but like I said, this was a big jumbo onion. You can do a couple of things. You can hold it aside. The manual food processor has, my eyes are already watering, so I'm gonna get this lid on. The manual food processor has a lid that it comes with. So if you're done with your dip, let's say you're just making a quick sauce or a dip in here, you could take this out, the blade, and then you can put the lid on it. But another thing is if you're just chopping some onions and you want to prep, chop them all, you could just take this out, put the lid on. Another idea is to store it in one of our prep bowls. So these are great, our prep bowls. This is a 2 cup, they come in 1 cup. Everything goes in there. They have a lid, microwave, oven, microwave, oven, freezer safe, refrigerator. So let's get to the dip here. So I'm gonna just process this. Finally process it. Woo! Okay, so you can see it does a very nice job. And if you want it a little more processed, you can, you know, process it to your liking. And then you're going to do the next step, which is get your cream cheese. Now I have cream cheese, and this is in our batter bowl. And if you have a batter bowl, comment below, because we want to know, because this is a classic. So this is our, I think I would know, oh yeah, our 8-cup batter bowl. We have an 8-cup and a 4-cup, and now they nest. And what's great about the batter bowl is it's just your go-to. I can use it as a mixing bowl. I can pour it onto my deluxe grill and griddle for my waffle mix. I can store things in it. It's got the lid. I do a filling for a burrito in here, pop it in the microwave. So the batter bowls are just one of those classic things. So we've got this, it's kind of soft, and I'm just gonna use a scraper here to kind of get it going. Whatever scraper you have, I love our small scraper. And then into this bowl, we're going to do some garlic. So your garlic press, pop that out. Everybody needs a garlic press because, well, if you love garlic, because you don't have to peel it. You're gonna pop it in side up and boop, there you go. Depending upon your garlic, there it goes, peel comes out. I always have a little paper towel or garbage thing. Now I'm just putting my hand in here, but it actually has a little cleaner. But if I'm already gonna have, you know, lime zest and things on my hand, I figure why not just put it in. So it says 1 clove, but I typically tend to put more because of course these pieces are a little bit smaller. Now when you buy garlic, you want to make sure that it is tight and white, tighty whities. You want your garlic to be packed tight and to be white. So I bought some garlic today and it was a little open and I said, oh, I remembered from Pampered Chef, tighty whitey, garlic tighty whitey. So you've got your garlic. Now, fish to the side. I took my garlic, I'm gonna store it back in our reusable produce bags. So this is the small one. I believe it comes in a set of 3. I would love to tell you that I'm bringing these to the grocery store with me. I do bring, you know, bags. But what I do is, because I always forget to bring these, I have these horrible bags. I take them home and I put everything into my nice little bag, my produce bag, the mesh bag. Then I use these, I do recycle them, you know, use them for wastebasket, things like that. But it's such a nice, neat crisper drawer when everything is just perfectly in the bag. So that's another fun product. Next thing is, and if you have any zester, or you might have the Pampered Chef regular zester, this is our newer zester and juicer combination. It's like totally hitting the jackpot. So we also have a plain zester, and if I can go into my Pampered Chef drawer, if you saw it, you would say, oh, Courtney, goodness, how many tools do you have? Well, when you're a consultant, pretty much, I don't have anything that's not Pampered Chef, so that's awesome. So we do have a microplane zester, and I love this. This is just for your smaller, you know, I do a little quick zesting with this, but this thing blew me out of the water because it's got a juicer that has, again, I don't memorize the cups. Oh yeah, about 3 cups. And I'm gonna juice a lemon, but I'm gonna zest it first. And you guessed it, the lemon zest and the lemon juice are going right into our cream cheese and garlic mixture. So we're gonna put this on here and it fits right on top. Whoop. So I'm gonna zest it first. Ta-da! And like I said, you can actually zest it right into the bowl. You could put it over, which is nice if it fits. It's got a little thing right here, so it's gonna go right over. Learn something new. Fly by the seat of my pants here, but it works. I actually just realized that I could do that. So you know what? Anybody can do this. So you zest the whole lime. And then you're going to just cut it. Now I'm just gonna go back to the knife I already had. And the recipe says to squeeze it, but I don't want to take the risk of getting those pits in it. So I'm just gonna do a little fun thing here. And this is really great if you like grapefruit juice, or you're gonna have your, you know, your big orange, I don't know, your big freshly squeezed orange juice, because it catches everything and it measures it also. So you can, got the microplane, you got the zester, and you're doing your nice little, turn it inside out, and then it measures it. So you're gonna pour, I'll do both. Now another option, if you say, ugh, I don't need a zester. Our citrus press is one of a kind, great for mojitos, mojitos, whatever kind you like. Citrus press, you're gonna put it hump side up, and you're just going to make it rain. Woo! So depending upon what you need and what your use is, turns it inside out, whether it's the juicer, which is gonna get a lot, the citrus press, or if you really want to measure, there's certain recipes where you only need, you know, a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. Yeah, you could go to the store and you could buy that fake stuff, but why not just have it fresh? So that is our, and of course, you know, the theme tonight, everything's green. We got the green, green, green. So if you like to color coordinate, you're gonna love our zester, cucumber lime dip, the green color coated knife, the flexible cutting mat. And the next fun thing is, and I always tell people, this recipe is really quick. It's just, when I sit and talk about it, I just go on and on because it's so, I'm using so many fun tools and I'm having a lot of fun. So if you are somebody that likes to cook or doesn't like to cook, you can still have fun just by, you know, using fun tools and learning different simple recipes. I am not a gourmet cook by any means. So we have, just gonna put these over here. So we've got our cream cheese, lime zest, garlic. It's getting soft. And then, you guessed it, the manual food processor. We're gonna take this out. And like I said, this comes with a lid. So if you're doing a salsa or a cookie dip, but you know, a dip, something like that, you can just put the lid right on. We're gonna add, and it's always trial by error. I don't think I need all of that, but You know what, maybe we'll just put it all in, hey. Scrape it in. Cucumber lime dip. Does anybody like cucumber water? Because I'm gonna show you a really fun thing to do for infused water. So we cleared that off. Top is not dishwasher safe, bottom is. It's got a ring on the bottom, so if you're gonna use it for, you know, graham crackers or anything like that, if you've got younger kids or grandkids and you're afraid of them, you know, slipping on the counter, it does not move with that nice rubberized base. All right, now we're just gonna mix this all together. And of course, we have to add some salt and pepper, and that's optional. And of course, you can go ahead and add any rub or seasoning. Some people will add, you know, something to make it a little different, to change it up. So I would just work with this, but I'm just gonna add salt and pepper, and these are our grinders. So salt and pepper grinders, a little bit different, very simple to fill, open on the top. They just look pretty. They've got the fabulous PC logo, which is our spoon, because everyone loves to eat. And we'll all share kind of our recipes, and, you know, eating and sharing and being together is part of the Pampered Chef's mission. So getting people together. So I'm gonna get everybody together with this. And I'll show you a couple things. Let me look at my time here. So the cucumber lime dip is smelling great. That fresh lime zest, the fresh lime juice. Oh my goodness. Keep mixing it up. And there's two ways that you can serve this. So I've got it here. I probably only need the small batter bowl. And if you're really, if you don't want to make a lot, you can actually just put it all in the manual food processor. So here's what I'm going to show you. You're going to serve it on one of two things. So it's summertime. You might not be serving this outside, but even if you're not outside, this is our 1 quart cool and serve. So this came brand new to us last year. And the 1 quart cool and serve is perfect for your dips. There's a great recipe Pampered Chef has for strawberry cheesecake dip. So the cool and serve, I took this out of my freezer. You plop it in. And also, if you're not, you know, you can use it as a regular bowl, but it's gonna keep this dip cold if I were to serve it for 4 to 6 hours. Put it in, and you could put all the dip in here. You could carry it to a party, and you could have it cold. Another thing you could do to make it look very pretty is our small cool and serve. So the small cool and serve, same idea. It's great for just, you know, you can have, this insert has dips in the middle, your dip in the middle, and I'll show you what we'll put on the outside. You can, you know, put chips. You can use our larger cool and serve and do a whole bunch. But the idea is your cucumber lime dip is gonna smell delicious, it's gonna look pretty, because it's got that green summery feel. And then, I have to tell you this, around, and I'm gonna put it in here because our cool and serves also are great if you're not entertaining. So let's just say you wanna put something in your refrigerator with a compartment, and you want veggies, and you're just like, oh, I just wanna put it in something easy that I can put on the table. My kids or my grandkids or just myself can have it organized, if vegetables and dip can really be organized. So you put it in here, and like I said, you can just put it in your fridge with all the vegetables around it. But primarily, the cool and serves are nice for entertaining. So what you would do now is, some people like to put chips on the lid. I'm gonna make some cucumbers. And again, I like to prep once and eat twice. So this is our Rapid Prep mandolin, and it's got, I made some little sticks here. I do this a lot for zucchini fries. I cut tomatoes with it. So I've got it set. I've got a cucumber in here because my daughter loves cucumbers, and I am going to store a lot of them so that she has a snack. So that other half of the cucumber, we're gonna put that one in too. So I've got it set on whole, and I want them super thin. If you can decide on the back of this how thick you want them. So I put it in, and hope that you can see. Woo! Maybe you can't. It's raining cucumbers. Sometimes it's raining tomatoes. I never know what this rapid mandolin is going to do. So, depending upon the number, paper thin. You can just use a regular mandolin, whatever you have. And you could put a couple around here. Okay, now I'm getting a little silly, but you could, you know, you get the idea. Whatever you're gonna put it in, you could decorate, you could cut them. I don't know, I'm just being, you know, off the cuff here. Just, okay, so you could put it there. Then, if you want thicker pieces of cucumber, I'm just gonna turn the dial all the way to like 7 or 8 on the back. And when I do my zucchini fries and other things like that, I just take this out and I'm almost down to the wire here. Oh, yep, it's a little bit too. Boom. Maybe you want to dip a big cucumber in. Maybe you want to bake. So there you go. And you get the idea. You can use the Rapid Prep mandolin to make any size. Great for potatoes. And then it compacts and folds down. So even though I've done this tonight, I'm still gonna just keep going, open up the food chute, and store those right in my prep bowl. And like I said, you could do chips around the outside, or you could fill the entire thing and have a carb-free, pretty little cucumber lime dip with a little flair here. You can put tomatoes around it, and you could keep your dip cold for 4 to 6 hours. So that is our cucumber lime dip, and it's a favorite of mine. It makes a lot with that recipe, so you can store this, like I said, in prep bowls. It's so good, you might want to eat the whole thing by yourself. But last but not least, the quick stir pitcher is another fun thing that goes with cucumber lime dip. I just got it filled with water, and I'm gonna put in some of these cucumbers. Again, why waste time? If you're gonna cut for more than one reason. That's why I love the Rapid Prep mandolin. And this is our quick stir pitcher. This is the 2 quart, we have a 4 quart. This is gonna infuse in there. It looks pretty, add strawberries, anything. And it's gonna strain as well. So we have a family size. I'm gonna put this in the fridge, and guess what? When I'm filling up my water tomorrow, it's gonna be infused. Hope you enjoyed. Again, Courtney Fall and cucumber lime dip. Have a great rest of your night.